The sound of muffled crying echoed against the cold tiled walls. It was just after lunch break, and the hallway outside the girls' bathroom was eerily empty. 3 older girls, their eyes filled with cruel amusement, had cornered a girl half their size. They didn't stop at insults. Hands grabbed her by the wrists, yanking her inside. She stumbled forward, books falling to the floor, her backpack strap tearing under their grip. The bathroom door slammed shut. Her voice trembled as she whispered, "Please just leave me alone." The bullies only laughed. One twisted her arm while another forced her toward the far stall. It was the same routine: corner, humiliate, and leave her shaking in fear. But today they didn't know who was nearby. Just 2 hallways away inside the gymnasium, a tactical SWAT training session was underway. Her father, Sergeant Daniel Rios, was in full gear, leading his team through mock hostage rescue drills. He had no idea his own daughter was about to face the most terrifying moment of her school life, and in just minutes their worlds would collide in a way no one could ever forget. The girl no one defended, Sophia Rios, had always been the quiet one. Petite, soft-spoken, and happiest when drawing in the corner of the library. Her classmates barely noticed her except for the ones who saw her silence as weakness. That year, the bullying escalated. It started with whispers in the cafeteria, then mocking her clothes, then shoving her books to the floor. Teachers seemed blind to it, too busy or unwilling to step into the mess. And Sophia, desperate not to cause trouble for her father, kept it all to herself. Her father, Sergeant Daniel Rios, had raised her alone after her mother passed away when Sophia was 8. His life was the SWAT team. Long shifts, unpredictable hours, constant danger. At home, he was gentle, protective, and always trying to make her laugh. But he had no idea about the battles his daughter faced in the hallways of her school. On that particular Wednesday, lunch period felt like a trap. Sophia sat alone at her table, quietly eating the sandwich her dad had made that morning. She was halfway through sketching in her notebook when she heard the snicker behind her. "Hey, Mouse," one of the girls said. It was Jasmine, the self-proclaimed queen of their grade. Behind her stood Maya and Brooke, equally smug. "Nice drawing. Looks like a kindergartner did it." Sophia didn't look up. She just closed her notebook and tried to finish her lunch, but Jasmine grabbed the notebook off the table. "Oh, little Mouse is shy," she mocked. "Give it back," Sophia whispered. Maya leaned down, voice dripping with fake sweetness. "Or what you going to squeak at us?" They laughed. And then Jasmine's eyes darkened. "Come with us, Mouse. We have a surprise for you." Sophia knew what that meant. Her heart pounded. But before she could react, they each grabbed an arm and pulled her from the bench. Students in the cafeteria saw it happen. No one moved. The hallway was deserted. Their footsteps echoed as they dragged her toward the bathroom at the far end. Sophia struggled, pleading quietly. "Please, I didn't do anything." "You exist. That's enough," Brooke sneered. The bathroom door swung open and they shoved her inside. The smell of disinfectant mixed with the metallic tang of fear in the air. Jasmine locked the door behind them. "Time for a little makeover," she smirked, pulling out a pair of scissors from her bag. Sophia's breath caught in her throat. She backed up until her shoulder hit the cold tile wall. "Please no." But her words only made them grin wider. The sweat drill that wasn't a drill. Meanwhile, in the gym, Sergeant Daniel Rios barked commands. "Breach, clear left. Secure the hostage." His SWAT team moved in sync. Black uniforms and tactical gear blending into a blur of precise motion. It was supposed to be a routine school safety drill. The principal had invited them to train on campus to reassure parents and staff. Daniel had been focused entirely on the operation until a sound cut through the air. At first it was faint, a sharp, high-pitched cry muffled. He paused mid-step. His instincts screamed. That wasn't part of any drill. He motioned for his second in command. "You hear that?" The man nodded grimly. "Bathroom wing." They moved fast, silent as shadows. Daniel's heart was pounding, not from the run, but from the cold, gut-deep fear forming inside him. He didn't know why yet, but something told him this was personal. Back in the bathroom, Jasmine cornered Sophia near the sinks. Maya pinned her arms while Brooke held the scissors. The metallic blades glinted under the fluorescent light. "You think you're better than us, Mouse?" Brooke hissed. Sophia shook her head desperately. "No, please." The door slammed open so hard it rattled against the wall. 3 SWAT officers in full tactical gear filled the doorway. Their vests, their helmets, their black gloves. It was like a wall of steel. And at the front was her father. For a split second, time froze. Sophia's wide, tear-streaked eyes met his. Recognition flashed in both faces. Dade. Her voice broke. Daniel's expression shifted from shock to pure controlled fury. Step away from her. His voice was low, dangerous. The girls froze, scissors trembling in Brooke's hand. You have 3 seconds, Daniel said, stepping forward, every inch the man who had stared down armed criminals. 3. Maya dropped Sophia's arms. Jasmine backed away, hands shaking. Brooke's fingers loosened and the scissors clattered to the tile floor. Daniel stepped between them and his daughter, placing a protective arm around Sophia. His team moved in, guiding the girls toward the door where the school security officer waited. Sophia buried her face in her father's vest, sobbing. He gently tilted her chin up, eyes scanning her face for any harm. You're safe now, baby girl, he whispered. Outside, students had gathered, watching wide-eyed as 3 crying bullies were escorted down the hall in the grip of a SWAT team. Word spread like wildfire. No one would ever forget the day Sergeant Rios found out what had been happening to his daughter. And from that day forward, Sophia was never the shy mouse again. She was the girl whose father would move heaven and earth to protect her, and the school learned a lesson in courage they'd never forget.